Do you prefer the Brotherhood of Steel or the Tunnel Rats? Do you believe that war never changes? Do you find yourself asking where the last 200 years have gone? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then it's time to strap on your best hazmat suit, load up your Gauss rifle, and take a stim pack because we're talking Fallout on this week's episode of...
Maybe someone shot your parents, ran over your pet, and you spend your hours crying, just trying to forget. If your best friend moved to college, your lover ran away with someone much better looking and a whole lot better paid. Oh, but we'll be your friends. We'll be your friends.
All right. Hello and welcome to another week of We'll Be Your Friends, the only podcast to reduce radiation and give a temporary intelligence boost. I'm your host, Taylor, a.k.a. Limp Trisket, and to my left, you know who it is, John. What is going on? How are you doing this week?
Fantastic. I'm doing great. Just got over being super sick like everyone else
Dude,
everywhere.
I was sick too. It fucking sucked.
Everyone got sick.
Everybody was sick. It was the fucking worst.
There's
Being
no,
sick is awful.
There's no appropriate amount of diarrhea, so
No, there isn't.
it's
And
too much.
it's always too much. It doesn't matter. That's the only level of diarrhea is too much diarrhea.
As soon as you have it, it's too much.
As soon as we have it,
I
yeah.
went straight to poop, so that's a good start.
Yeah, you know an episode's going to be good when we go right to poop.
Yeah.
Speaking of poop, what kind of beer you got on tap this
that's
week,
a
John?
terrible segue. There's a brewery in Denmark that brews the Fallout beer. That's in Denmark, though. I couldn't get a hold of that. So
Oh.
I have a local... You're like, oh. I just wanted to let people know, it's out there. So
Okay.
I have Apocalypse IPA by 10 Barrel, local Oregon brewery. I think they're at a Bend. And,
Oh, yeah.
We're going to sip on that today. I know Taylor's going to hate it, but
I'll definitely hate
but
it.
I think our guest today may enjoy it because I know he likes his craft beer.
Well, speaking of this week's guest, why don't we get him on the mic? This week, we've got what I'd like to consider Fallout aficionado, Eric Windsor. Hello, buddy. How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You might call me a crafty bastard.
Ooh, I get it. That's a beer pun. I understood that reference.
All right, we're done. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it. Let's wrap it up.
Play the outro.
All right.
So, Eric, what do you think of this week's beer?
Let's see.
Yeah, let him drink it, man.
I'm getting a lot of fruity notes, a lot of degradation, pain, and suffering.
I do sense that.
Definitely lives up to the name Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's really just dry and deserty. And
Yeah, it's almost like licking the inside of a dirty ashtray.
oh,
Just-
dude.
This is literally like drinking out of one of the toilets. I think I'm getting radiation sickness as I take a second gulp.
I am not a fan of this, John.
I think it's
can't-
delicious.
I'm going to go ahead and give this week's beer a big old thumbs down.
Oh,
I
Taylor gave
do
a beer a thumbs down.
I do like the name Apocalypse IPA, but
That's all you can bring the positive. I like the name.
it's a beer,
Hey,
right?
Yeah.
There's Eric's suggestion. It's a beer.
Eric, do you like hop
Bare
forward
minimum.
beers?
I do like 10 Barrels, some of their brews, but I got to give a big negative 10 points because on the label, no skulls. I'm not getting the apocalypse feel here. It's
That's
just
true.
it's
There's not
just-
even like a single
No,
bomb.
it's just a barrel with tin on it, which I mean they could have put that up in the corner somewhere.
No.
I tend to like their graphic design. the
Yeah,
label, so.
this I like the font.
Though I do like skulls and everything too. So I actually picked a beer.
Why did I go back for seconds? Here's all you.
Season 1, I actually picked a beer because I had skulls on it. So.
You spit money on this, I'm drinking it.
No way. Oh,
You look like a cat that has a
like
hairball.
a dog that just got into the peanut butter or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was gross. Oh. But Apocalypse, that brings us into what we're talking about this week, which is Fallout. For those of you who may not know, Fallout is not just what happens after nuclear radiation. It is probably one of the most popular gaming franchises out there, made by Bethesda Games.
Bethesda, yeah. Love those guys.
And Eric, since you're this week's expert, why don't you kind of take us down a trip of what Fallout is? Why should somebody play it? Or just what is it for someone who doesn't know? Let's start there.
Yeah, they've never heard of this game. What would they? How would you describe it?
Explain it to the alien that drop lands on Earth. What is Fallout?
Okay.
Here's a question the alien asked.
So now we're in an episode of Paul.
Yeah, we only use the hard hitting questions here.
Oh yeah. All right. So it's funny that you mention an alien because that's usually an Easter egg synonymous with the Fallout series.
Oh,
That was totally intentional, of
exactly.
course.
And Easter just happened. So
All
I
right.
am,
So
I am that clever.
I'm going to
Thank
give you the elevator pitch for why you should play Fallout if you've
Perfect.
never
Thank
played
you. That's
Fallout.
a way better way to put it.
Yeah,
Elevator pitch
elevators.
me.
Now, given that it's 2018, there's a lot of the Fallout series for you to choose from. It started originally on the PCs and became a console game shortly thereafter, kind of breaching that market. And I think it had to diversify itself, but we'll get more into that later, I think. But started out as a strategy series. It's been known for being very difficult in terms of you have to pick a set of perks. You get a certain number of points. You level your character up, and you have to kind of pick and choose what your play style dictates. And that's what's really nice is player choice. That's what I've always been drawn into the series.
Yeah, there's a lot
no
of
matter how it was,
Absolutely.
whether it was a strategy game or later on a first-person shooter. It's about exploring an apocalyptic wasteland. And fulfilling your dreams, whether they're dreams of success and power, or dreams of maniacal evil,
or just sheer survival.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, my experience with Fallout as on the whole is I only came in at Fallout 4. It's the only Fallout game that I've actually ever sat down.
wow.
and played.
Boo.
You jumped right into the.
Well, I had no. Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna get real with you guys for a minute, and this is how uncultured I am as a person. Before I met you, John, I'm pointing at John. Sorry, this is an audio podcast. I need to remember these things. Before I met you, John, and Hannah, and Eric, even too, at that point, everybody, we all work together.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
not
a very
depressing
big
at all.
common theme of this podcast. It's all work friends. But anyways, we all worked together. I had no idea what it was until Fallout 4 came out. And Hannah was like, oh, I want it. I thought that it was a Tom Clancy game.
wait. Where did that even?
Well, okay, because there was Fallout New Vegas, and then there was Rainbow
Oh.
Six Las Vegas
Okay,
or
so
something, right?
Vegas was the tying.
And it was just like, at the time both of them came out, and like, I didn't really have video games. I wasn't really playing them back then. I was like kidding myself, like, thought that I was like, oh, video games are nerdy. Fuck that. I'm not sitting at home playing video games. It was a dark time in my life.
I have a wall of action figures now.
Yeah, well, I never really, at that point in my life, I didn't really get to express who I was, and that was because of the people I surrounded myself with. But that's another thing for another day. But I didn't know what it was,
Yeah.
so I met Hannah, and that was like probably one of the first gifts I got her, like in our entire relationship, was I bought her Fallout 4.
Nice.
And she was playing it, and I was like, oh, like, what is it? Like, I could watch this. And then she did the VATS. And I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
could do that. And then I started a file just so I could, like, see what the kids were talking
All
about.
the hype was about.
And I used VATS to, like, shoot somebody in the head, and their head just fucking exploded.
It's very
And I was
satisfying.
like, that's it. I'm done. I'm in. And
like
I
cherry
loved it.
tomato.
Now, I've heard I have to go back and stuff, but what I'm leading up to here is what is the real difference between, like, Fallout 1 and 2 and, like, Fallout 3 through 4, New Vegas in there as well, because that's when they made the jump from computer to console, right?
They made so many jumps, so many twists and turns. So they started out strategy. That's
That I thought was interesting. I didn't know that.
That's Fallout 1 and 2, basically. 1 was really just esoteric and weird, and it's the one that if you're a hardcore PC gamer, definitely play that one. If you're a casual fan and you kind of like the older games in the series, don't play 1. It's not worth your time. 2 you might play, because 2 amped it up with more pop culture references. There were a lot of Easter eggs, like X-Files, and just real kitschy fun stuff that you just kind of explored and kind of got a little
Reasons
bit,
to go out and look.
a little loosening of the tie.
Yeah.
For a strategy game.
Go off path a bit.
There's Fallout Tactics, another PC title.
Okay.
That's just tactical RPG style game. Again, if you like those, this just gives you a marriage of the two, basically. There's also the Brotherhood beat 'em up game that came out on the PlayStation 2.
What?
Yep,
I didn't know about this title.
yep. It's not a lesser known one, but but it was basically just a brawler. Basically, all that was. It didn't have much in terms of story. It loosely tied in. It's not officially called a Fallout game. It's a Brotherhood of the Steel game, but it's tied to the franchise.
Yeah.
I unfortunately have probably the least play time between the two of you, but Brotherhood of Steel, is that a reference to some faction? in the
Yeah,
game?
they're a
That's
faction.
that's one of the faction.
Okay,
Think of it as the military.
Okay.
So that's a good question, and now I'm interested. Brotherhood of Steel. That's a group that's been there from the beginning.
That's the name of the group. The name of the game.
The Minutemen. Have they been around since the beginning as well, or is that a Fallout 4 thing?
The Minutemen are a faction that predominantly feature in Fallout 4.
Okay.
But they weren't. I think they might have been hinted at in the lore before, but they weren't any characters that you played or interacted with directly. So, but yeah, it is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. It is literally just a action role playing game.
When was that released? Out of curiosity.
That was in 2004,
Okay. Wow.
and that was under the original licensed development team, which was Interplay.
Oh.
Interplay had that when it was on PC, and basically they had issues with the license from the original creators. They kind of went back and forth. I think they had a lawsuit at one point where they were developing another Fallout game that was just basically put in limbo.
Oh shit.
And then at some point the ties got untied. Bethesda came forward as the new publisher and the development team in-house for Fallout, and that's when we got Fallout 3.
Oh. Okay.
So Fallout 2, Tactics, the PlayStation 2 Brotherhood of Steel game, and then Fallout 3.
Okay.
So
And then New Vegas, and then Fallout
and then
4.
Have you spent, like, would you say, an equal amount of time with all of these titles? Have you really played through all of them, even these little shoot-offs?
More than my wife would really like me to espouse.
I know you have an insane amount of hours in
That's
the
the
Fallout
thing.
4.
Yeah.
It's not just that Eric has played Fallout, or that Eric enjoys Fallout a little bit, or that Eric is a fanatic.
Oh, I'm a fanatic.
I brought Eric. Well, I guess you could. Yeah, fanatic is probably a good way to put it too.
He's wearing a Vault jumpsuit right now. Like, I mean,
It's true. He did come in a jumpsuit.
we'd asked him not to, actually.
But you, from what I know, you've like completed these games.
Yes.
And I say that in a literal sense. And anyone who knows these games, that's not an easy thing.
Like, we're talking about 100%?
100%. All the
100%.
achievements. I played the original Fallout 3 on my Xbox 360 as the
With the
DLC came
achievements?
out. Then I bought the Game of the Year edition, which gave me the ability to get all the achievements again.
Again, so you did.
So I did it
That's
on my
stressing me out.
360, I did it on my PlayStation 3, and I did it on PC.
Damn.
Oh my god!
That's awesome.
3 different times for the same game on 3 different platforms.
I feel like you should get a physical, like, medal or something.
Yeah.
And then I did it
like,
again when New Vegas came out. I got New Vegas. I got all the DLC as it came out. I got the Ultimate Edition of New Vegas, and then I did it again on
Christ.
360, PlayStation 3, and PC.
Oh my god! And now, what about 4? Is that a game that you can do that with, or are you close?
4, I've played to completion on the 360, or excuse me, the Xbox One, and then I've got it on PC, but I haven't finished it on PC.
Well, get on it. What are you doing? I'm just kidding.
And there hasn't been a Game of the Year edition release now. I have picked up the copy for the Xbox One. It's still sealed, waiting for me to finish on the PC, and then because I never start one and then the other and go back and forth. It's senseless at that point.
That'd be ridiculous.
That-
But playing them both in
How
succession,
could
that's
you?
not
Yeah.
weird at all.
Playing them side by side,
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, that makes it okay. So then, what is it about Fallout that draws you to the series? Like, to sit down and play it that many times, why?
It's the aesthetic. The first thing that got me was a post-apocalyptic world where you can kind of play around in. I always really liked that. The PC games were really hard. I did play and finish Fallout 1 after a long, long time. I actually put it down for many, many years, and then I went back to it when it got re-released on Steam. And then I played it from start to finish. I really got into the series with Fallout 2. Again, because of the pop culture references. I was watching a buddy play it, and he came across a crashed UFO, and there was Agent Fox and Scully, and
yeah.
I was just like,
Oh yeah, I heard.
oh, that's okay. I got to play this game. So I went out and immediately bought it. I got it on PC, played it,
Hell yeah.
and I thought it was great. Good fun. I skipped Tactics for the longest time until it was on a Steam sale, and then I picked it up and played it, and it's really fun. But again,
Yeah.
it's one of those that I would only recommend if you like strategy RPGs.
And it's on sale on Steam.
It doesn't add anything to like the lore of.
It doesn't really. It's just another in the name of. The Brotherhood of Steel game is just a dumbed down brawler. It feels like whenever Fox wants to do a Fantastic Four movie, they're just doing it to keep the license that much longer. So yeah, this felt like Interplay's like swan song. We need to do something with Fallout before we lose this license.
Smart,
And
I guess.
yeah, it's one of those that's interesting enough to just play, but I wouldn't say like it's a must.
Okay.
For those that really want to enjoy the apocalyptic setting of Fallout and what it's currently evolved to, because it did change when they came out with Fallout 3.
Yeah.
That really, I would say, is a good jumping off point. Pick up the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC. Don't worry about playing just vanilla Fallout 3, because the DLC makes that a fun game.
Okay.
But yeah, I would start at Fallout 3 and then play New Vegas if you feel like it. New Vegas is an optional one for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't that started from a mod? Is that what I understand? Like someone made a mod and they just took it over or something like that?
There are parts of it that were
okay.
that were a mod from the PC version of Fallout 3.
Okay.
And then it evolved, the story kept going, and there was another team internally at Bethesda that actually did New Vegas.
Okay.
So it has a different feel to it. It's more amped up on survival. So you've got to eat, you got to drink, you got to do a lot of extra things
Interesting.
and management versus just going out in the world and exploring and
Is
playing.
that what turns you off from it, you think?
No, not really. I enjoyed playing it. It's just I feel like it's the most divisive of the Fallout games, the modern Fallout games. That some people love it, some people hate it.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because Hannah has told me time and time again that I need to play New Vegas. If you like Fallout 4, play New Vegas.
Yep.
And a big draw of it to me, and this is just from what I haven't played it, but what I've been told is that there is a karma system. I'm really into that.
And the karma system
Like
started
Fable
with
and
3.
Infamous, that's my shit,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like I love those games because there's the option of like you could play it this way or you could play it this way. Like
And it affects your abilities and
I
stuff.
I really like that.
That's cool.
It really brings a new dynamic to it. It brings replayability to a game like that for me, especially when I'm paying $60 for a title. And sometimes, I mean, Fable was pretty long. Fable 2 was not. And Fable 3, let's not even go there. I didn't play Infamous 1 or 2, but Infamous Second Son had a lot of content in it. And I was very happy that like I picked that up as my first PlayStation game. Anyways, besides the point, back to Fallout. I really like the karma system, so I've heard such good things about it, so it really surprises me that someone that I consider like the Fallout guru, the guy to go to for Fallout tips or anything, would tell me it's optional.
Yep.
So that's really crazy. It's that kind of like polarizing of a game.
It is a very polarizing game. I've come to find, I talk to people who absolutely love the franchise and say skip over New Vegas.
Yeah.
And I say to those that want to, because I always come to games with open arms and like an open understanding. I give every game a shot.
You
no
have,
matter
yeah.
what. I play a ton of shitty games.
I give you a
I've
lot of
completed
props.
Jumper. I've completed Prison Break the game.
No. What?
I've completed Terminator Salvation.
No.
I've played both of the Saw video games to completion.
There's Saw video games?
They're awful.
Two Saw video
There are
games.
2 Saw video games,
Yeah.
and they are atrocious.
Fast and Furious. I mean, you name it, I've played it. Okay.
Wait, isn't Fast and the Furious? I think can't you
Tokyo
like?
Showdown.
Don't you jump in and out of cars?
Oh,
or no,
yeah.
that's Triple X. Have you ever played Triple X?
No, I have not played Triple X.
Triple X is a
But
fun
they did the same. They used the same mechanic that was in Driver.
Okay.
With that jumping from
Okay.
vehicle to vehicle.
Yeah, where you're like driving it and all of a sudden you just like find another vehicle, you jump out, and he just like jumps out like a fucking 8-man and then climbs into somebody else's car and you keep
Driver, he
driving.
like takes over like the consciousness of the driver, right?
Yeah, it was a
But
little bit.
he's in Triple X. He's physically jumping from car to car.
car to
That's
car.
way cooler. Like I love the.
We got to take it to the extreme.
In a weird
That's
way,
why he's Triple X.
In a weird
Yeah.
way, it's more realistic in a sense because it's hard, easier to believe.
We'll
but
watch
still.
it after this. It's really fucking funny. It's
awesome.
very interesting. So, let's bring it back.
Back to Fallout.
All right, so back to the point.
Yeah.
I say, play New Vegas, but with a cautionary point of it, it's not the best one that I would suggest.
Okay.
3 definitely, because 3 started the karma system.
So let's focus this into what this is about to become. What's your favorite in the series and why?
Favorite in the series is Fallout 3, hands down.
Okay.
Why is that? Why if this is the one that you're like so
Compared to all the others.
desert island game, if you had to pick one series, the Fallout series, you can only play one for the rest of your life. It's going to be 3.
I'd play Fallout 3. I
Why?
can tell you why, because I've spent so much time in the Wasteland. That's the setting for this one, is the Capital Wasteland. It's a huge map, 4 times the size of the map of Fallout 2. Okay, in terms of exploration.
Is it
There
bigger
was-
or comparable to 4? Because that just as my knowledge of what I know of a Fallout map.
Comparable to 4, probably a little smaller
Okay.
in terms of less buildings and cities for you to kind of play around in.
Okay.
But Fallout 3, I don't know if it was just maybe the space where I was in time, but I was so enamored with that game, I could not play anything else. It pulled so much attention from me because it was so different. It's like when the Grand Theft Auto series changed from a top-down
Dude.
to a 3D. The perspective change, that was so...
I wanted that
What a
so
call
bad,
out.
and when it happened, I just
Yeah, it was so indicative of
14-year-old mind
giving not only me more engagement as a player, but it gave me a world to explore.
it gave me the ability to drive my car fast, not hitting a wall because I could see in front of me.
Yeah.
That was so frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, be a cool car game. I can't see in front of me that far.
Grand Theft Auto 3. Well, I mean, like that game is a game changer on a bunch of levels. But you're right. I get that. I know. I
That's the
understand what you
beauty.
mean. Like
That's the beauty of the sandbox gameplay. I mean,
it's
that's
just
why-
something that like not that the two games are comparable in any way, but just on my level, like that happened to me with like Kingdom Hearts. You know, you get a game, however old you are, you sit down to play it for the first time, and before you realize it's like 4 or 5 hours past the time you should have went to bed.
Yeah.
Like
But imagine if you could play Kingdom Hearts, but you could play any character.
I know,
You,
that would
you
be-
weren't just stuck playing Sora.
I know, and they let you go wherever you wanted, and
But just
explore them
that,
freely.
just
Yeah.
that little thing. That's what Fallout 3 was. It was so defining and changing.
I love that because, I mean, I don't know Fallout 3. Again, like I said, my only experience is with 4. But, and we could bring this to another thing I wanted to touch on. If there's any sort of, like, weird way you like to play the game. Because it's pretty open. Like, sure, there's the storyline in 4 where you have to find your son. You're looking for your son the whole time, and you could play that to advance the story. But there's so much more you can do around that. So something that I did when I started playing it, once I realized that I could do this, I decided to play mine as if I was Marty McFly in an alternate reality, and I'll explain it.
literal role playing.
So right before the bomb goes off, in my head, I know how it starts, but in my head, Doc puts Marty in it freezes him, because Doc has seen the future and knows that this bomb is about to drop. He knows it's coming. And before Doc is able to freeze himself, the bomb goes off. Marty doesn't know this because he's frozen, but he wakes up next to a chamber that's open, thinking that Doc has left. So he's exploring the wasteland to find Doc, and over time, since he can't find him, he devotes his life to science, so he starts with high intelligence, and he learns how to do robotics, and, he's got a robot companion named Doc 121, and he travels the wasteland looking for Doc. Little does he know, he'll never find him, but that's kind of like the way I got into it was like, this is going to be really fun. Like, this is the world I'm going to explore, and this is why I'm going to play it. So is there any, like, weird or fun way that you like to play the game that makes it more, like, interesting?
Well, it goes back to that karma system, dude, because the reason why I played Fallout 3 so much was because you could play good, neutral, or evil, basically.
Okay, so they had a karma system in 3 as well.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
cool.
where
I didn't know
that's where the
that.
karma system started.
Oh, okay.
That's why I
okay.
said play 3.
Okay.
Play
okay.
3 because 3 is so much like 4, where you don't have that extra survival element. I think New Vegas, may be perfectly fine for you,
Yeah.
but having that extra management to have to juggle on top of everything else may not be
It
as
could
as
turn
fun.
me off. No, I appreciate that, and it makes sense. I get what you mean.
But 3 is nice because it wasn't a reset for the series, but it was a way to tell and move that lore in a different direction. Besides just being, all these vaults, giving you the ability to explore the world and see the different vaults and see the different societies that have sprung up from this apocalyptic wasteland. I really, really enjoyed that. But being able to go through the game and be good guy, help out others, right? Or be evil guy and just I'm out for myself, doing my own thing. I don't care. I'm going to steal your stuff,
Yeah.
That's a great setting to do that, because that when things are in that situation as a human being, you might actually
Pretty much, yeah,
lean
lawless,
towards these.
yeah.
It's going to be a different spectrum than going to
And
work.
then you
every day.
discover the cannibal perk, and you eat everybody.
You fucking-
And because it's free health, so you don't have to worry about stim packs,
Ooh.
and it's an ability to get you gear.
Well, let's hold off on that for a second, because we're gonna touch on some perks in a little bit. I got one more thing that I wanted to talk about before we get into this week's activity. We're gonna give a little more time to this week's activity. This is a lot of stuff to touch here on Fallout, so we're gonna be peppering in and out. But something that Bethesda in general is kind of known for, or might be a running gag amongst the community of gamers, is that they're kind of buggy sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe you come across something
Sometimes,
real weird.
I think you mean all the time.
Yeah.
I was trying to be generous.
They're all
but
great games, and they always have.
They're all
See,
great games,
so-
but they're pretty buggy. So, what are some really interesting things you may have come across in the Wasteland over your years of playing?
So here's the thing: it's not that they're known for being buggy. It's because Bethesda, spoiler alert, they're lazy. They've used the same engine since Fallout 3.
Yeah.
So they never fix the issues. They just continue to patch and kind of, work
Build,
around them.
That's also in the
But
Elder
they-
Scrolls too.
they-
It's all the same, right?
And they use the same
Same
system
engine, the
for
same glitchy too.
Yeah, they did the exact
Same
same.
glitchy.
Yeah. So basically, using that one engine and only making small minor tweaks here and there, you kind of learned as you played a Bethesda game, just like you play an Ubisoft game and you climb towers, right? you learned how to play that and how to exploit those things.
Yeah.
And
that's not fun to me in a game. I don't like when that comes to that.
But when you make it a game in and of itself,
That's true, I
It's
guess.
like creating a drinking game to watch your
is
favorite
fun.
TV show. It
Fair.
becomes fun, to a point,
For sure. There's always stuff, I remember once they allowed mods on the
Yeah.
consoles, it was I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have some fucking fun. And I was playing with, I had a shit ton mods on, but I had a gorilla companion, robot companion, dog companion, and then on top of that, whatever companion I had in my game. So I was rolling deep with 5 people.
you had a squad of
Yeah.
animals.
You
and
mean
robots.
Entourage, the video game?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, exactly. We
Post-apocalyptic
were.
entourage.
We were entouraging through, and then one of those fucking, not a death claw, but they're the giants. I think his name's Swan, or something. You know what I'm talking about? In Fallout 4, he's
Yeah,
one
the
of the
behemoths.
behemoth. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. So this behemoth comes by, and then we attack him, and he just flips upside down, but only the top half of him flipped upside down. So it's his head is glitching in and out of his crotch, and his arms are still waving, but they're in the opposite direction, so they're smashing up, but there's still smash effects coming off of the ground in front of him.
Yep.
Sounds terrifying.
It was hilarious and awful, and then my Xbox just froze.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
then that was the end of that. So I stopped doing that many mods, but that shit always got to me, and it was super funny. So I wasn't sure. Maybe John doesn't have that much experience. I don't think he's come across anything.
Yeah, I couldn't
bad.
think of it stand out like that. But yeah, I've seen some stuff like that, especially in Lord of the Rings, the Elder Scrolls series.
yeah,
It's just the same
Skyrim has a
engine.
lot of
There's-
it, yeah.
all the dragons will do some weird stuff and glitch out and stuff. Yeah.
the best glitch I've ever come across that I truly enjoy, and it's been in all of the games, is the chair glitch.
What's that?
So you can see in a room or a window, you can look in. If there's a chair, you can, as long as your character can get close enough, If
You'll
the sit command happens, you
Okay.
can teleport into that room.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's locked, doesn't matter, whatever. You basically go through the wall, you sit, you're in that room, and now you can either figure your way out or you're stuck in that room.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because you're not supposed to be in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know that.
That's been a thing since Fallout 3.
I can see how it would do that too. It'd be like run animation because they're doing the sit animation.
Yeah.
Oh,
right
there's
here at this chair.
So many times where you try to like open a door, but it like glitches in and out of your body because you're
Yeah.
like too close in front of it, but you did the command already, so it's like awkwardly shifting you through.
It's funny because that's kind of one of my complaints about Bethesda too is that same game engine, and they keep getting more action based, but it always feels very rigid when you're walking around. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel like I can
It
run.
does
and jump
almost
and
feel like
shoot.
tank controls, like a
Yeah.
little more fluid than tank
And
controls.
each time a game comes out, it gets a little better, but it still just feels rigid. Like it's I just
Yeah.
feel like
Well, imagine if you will, Resident Evil as a series. Okay.
good
Speaking
segue.
of tank
so
controls,
so
Yeah.
so divisive across the board. But imagine if Capcom used the same engine from Resident Evil 1 as in Resident Evil 7.
It would just look it looked
Right.
fantastic, but it'd be like, yeah.
it would look
Yeah.
awesome, but yeah, it would play like shit probably.
So I mean, again, it's a plea to Bethesda because I know they listen to this podcast.
of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're actually
Please,
the number one listener.
please,
Terry.
if you're going to give us another Fallout, or even another Elder Scrolls, use a new system, please.
It could be so fun.
Change it up. We're willing. We're
It'd be
open.
beautiful.
We want to try it.
Make it an action game. Have a tank game.
Make a game about tanks. We'll play it.
Yeah, do that.
Speaking of games,
Nothing ready.
let's get to this week's activity. I know you guys are dying. I'm dying. These ones are so much fun to me because we're doing another draft. First draft of Season 2. First of many. Shout out to Ian Carmel, All Fantasy Everything. Be our first celebrity guest. You're from Oregon. So are we. Let's hang out. Stop being such a dick about it.
Like you've said anything to them?
I've contacted Ian
Answer
Carmel
the question,
on Twitter.
Ian.
Yeah.
Answer the question, Ian.
Send me
Are you
the
gonna
picture,
hang out
Ian.
or not? I've sent him so many tweets, and he likes every one of them, but never responds. Anyways, this week I thought it'd be a little fun to kind of create a playthrough or character, and we're gonna go through special, which is something we haven't really touched on. We'll talk a little bit about what that is. We're gonna go through some perks, which we did kind of talk on. So, special. This is your skill tree. What would you call it, Eric?
Yeah,
Your-
you skill tree your character traits.
your
This is
character
your
traits.
basic character traits.
This is going to dictate what's easy and what's not about your game. This is kind of where you decide how you're going to play Fallout.
This is the DNA, the basic DNA of your
Yeah,
character.
there we go.
Before
That's
you
a-
add anything else special about you, your special is the basic breakdown, the makeup of your character.
So, with that, you start each game with a allotted amount of points, and I'm sure it varies amongst the games. I went with 20, which after a little bit of research seemed a little low, but I think that for our purposes it works. We'll play on the idea that we're going to grow as characters, maybe. I don't know. The idea, after I explained it to John, is if you're going to get dropped into the Fallout universe, how are you going to load out yourself? So, special, each letter in the word special stands for a different attribute. Those attributes are strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. So we're going to go through each one. We've all kind of said it already. This isn't necessarily a draft. This is just how we would load out our characters. We'll start with that. The next round, we're going to draft perks, and we'll get into the rules in that in a second. But let's start at the top.
Why don't we maybe we just talk about like our entirety of why we chose to put points where for each person, because I made the decision as a
That's
whole.
a better idea.
'Cause that
Instead
way
of
it's
going
like-
letter by letter,
'cause
let's
it
go
make-
person by
Why
person.
did you choose to put a lot here and put a little bit there, type of thing?
Okay,
you know?
so John, how about you start? Since you kind of have the least amount of experience, let's start with you. This way you don't have to like try and top Eric or something.
Fair enough. So I really did take it to heart as if I were to survive in the wasteland, I would have to be the opposite person I am, because I would just die right away. So I definitely focused a lot on like intelligence and endurance and things like that, so I could survive. So I've got 1 strength, so I'm not gonna be that strong, but perception 3. I'm gonna know my surroundings well, etc. I have endurance at 3 as well, because that was based on, I feel like you're going to do a lot of walking in the wasteland. There's no vehicles, obviously. Everything's
Fair enough.
destroyed.
It's a good thought process.
Yeah, and then I went 5 charisma, because I think that once you do find people, it's going to be your best bet to survive is to befriend everybody and make sure everyone's there to help you out if you need it.
I like that idea, and which is funny because like I would not necessarily put your charisma level at a 5 in real life.
Well, see, like I said, the opposite person. So didn't need to say that. I already prefaced it. So now we know that I have no charisma. Ladies.
How about intelligence? Where are you at?
Intelligence, I went with 3. Again, I want to be rather smart.
Steady. I
Smart
like it.
good, if you will. And then I went with luck 5. I just cranked it all on luck 2 because if luck's a thing in this world, I want that.
Luck be a lady
There's
tonight.
a lot of dice rolling in the world of post-apocalyptic. Like, is there a huge creature there or is there not? So maybe I'll luck out and not face a huge creature.
I like that. I mean, that's not a bad loadout. So does anybody have a calculator that we could break out real quick? I think I've got one here. I want to make sure that you followed the rules.
Oh, you think I just went ahead and...
Well, let's find out.
Didn't think you do this, so...
We,
Also, I can't count, or read, so...
we've got 1 for strength, 3 perception, 3 for endurance, 5 for charisma, 3 for intelligence, and 5 for luck. There you go. That's 20. You did it.
Why
know
do you look
math.
so proud of me right now that I did basic math?
Because I just know
Yay,
how
math.
I know how
Is it-
much effort you actually put into this week.
I put a lot of effort into
I'm
it.
just very impressed, John.
I want
So,
my gold star now. You promised me
you've
a
got
gold
it.
star.
You've got a gold star. So I actually really like that loadout. It's not too far off from mine.
Yeah.
I'll go next. We'll
What do you
end
got?
on the best here.
Okay.
So my loadout, I decided to go 2 strength because in my head I figure over time, like being out in the wasteland, I'm gonna get stronger. It's just like inevitable
Okay.
based on the
so
lifestyle.
you're considering, like, the long run, I guess.
I figure that eventually, like over time, like if we're playing based on Fallout rules, eventually we'll level up and get points to attribute to wherever if
Sure.
we're playing by that rule of the lore. So I figure strength can always come later. Perception, I'm gonna want that pretty early out of the gate, so I went with a 3
Yeah.
on that. I want to be able to know where I'm at, and I don't want to feel like a feral animal that's just been released in the wild for the first time.
Fair enough, yeah.
So I want to kind of have that. Endurance, I went with a 2. Same reason. I feel like that'll come over time as I get stronger. I'll be able to handle longer walks.
It
and
might hamper you in the beginning, though.
it might hurt in the beginning, and I'm willing to take that risk. Because I also went with 3 for charisma, a little bit higher, but I wanted to just kind of like round everything out and be
Sure.
kind of even across the board.
Yeah.
I went with charisma for 3 because, like you said, you're gonna be meeting people, so you got to be
That's
able
gonna
to
be
talk
your
to them like a
best
little bit,
friend, yeah.
So that's gonna be something that really plays in. Intelligence, I stacked up. I went 5.
Okay.
I want to be able to like
Decide and
decide on things, make critical decisions.
build robots.
I know a little bit of the game, hacking into computers that might come in handy for
That's
a
a
lot
good
of
point,
things. I need to disarm security stuff, or maybe be in control of some security stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of
Protect.
different chemicals that are floating around now. I want to know what's going in my body, what does what. Like,
There's a lot of chemicals floating around.
this is I really did think about this. Agility, I went with 2. Again, these things, I feel like agility, endurance, and strength are all kind of like pretty similar
Yeah.
in
I
respect to like
almost-
what you're doing out in the wasteland. They kind of all get honed equally among like over time. So
I almost went the route of focusing on those, thinking I was going to be a badass murderer killing. And I think I was making that decision based on playing a fun game. And
Yeah.
then I realized, what would I do?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be
and
fair.
then luck is one that I gave 3 to as well because I want luck be a lady tonight. I want some of that on my side. So to round it off, I went strength 2, perception 3, endurance 2, charisma 3, intelligence 5, agility 2, and luck 3,
Okay.
which equals out to 20.
Good job.
Thank you.
We
I
got-
also know math.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
Math good.
Maths.
Quick maths. Midnight hot. Rushed.
I guess that
Last
means
but
it's
not
my
least,
turn.
yeah. Last but not least, we've got Eric. So Eric, where are you gonna load out? Where are you gonna drop that load
Oh,
in your
come on.
special?
not on the couch.
We're gonna drop that special load,
I'm gonna
Eric.
get,
in
I'm gonna
his-
get in. I'm gonna get in a little bit tighter
Yeah.
because I think you deserve this.
Is he lighting
Get
a
in
candle?
deep
I
and
think you know where it's going.
He's lighting an incense
exactly where
right
this
now.
is going. No. So strength, I went with a 2. I'm not very strong, but I know I can find, a suit of armor to wear, power
Okay.
armor.
There you go.
So that's where I'll get my
Smart.
strength.
There you go.
Perception, I kept it at a 2. I waffled back and forth. I initially wanted to go with a 3, but I ended up switching for
Okay.
another stat. But I went 2 perception because perception, I think that falls in hand with luck a little bit. I mean, you're going to be aware of your surroundings fairly okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll grow that muscle in the long term.
Okay, I dig it.
Endurance, because of my normal play style of the game, which is to be like a pack rat. I need supplies. I need anything and everything. When I go to a location in a Fallout game, I loot the hell out of the entire place.
There you go.
I walk with the building out on my
He's
backpack.
dragging it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So I went with a 5 for
Ooh.
endurance.
Yeah, I didn't think
because
about that.
I'm building up my core muscles. Okay.
Okay. Starting strong. I dig it.
Yep.
You're like the Terry Crews of the Wasteland.
Yeah, with
Exactly.
The huge backpack. on.
Yeah.
But here's where I switch things up a little bit. So charisma 3.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to go with the lower charisma, but then I remembered I really want to be able to talk my way out of situations.
That's what I'm talking about. Things
Yeah.
like
Get in
that.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Charisma. You want to go a little strong with charisma because you can get that silver tongue pretty
When
quick
that guy
with a
accuses
speech
you
check.
of stealing all the stuff in his house, you can be like, "Whoa, sir!"
Yeah. Exactly.
Technically, it's not stealing.
Yeah.
It's looting.
I'm just borrowing it until the end of time.
Till the end of time. Well, I mean,
Which could be any day now.
yeah, that's a pretty good one. I mean, you want to be able, especially if you're going to be a pack rat, you want to be able to be like, no, this isn't my stuff. What are you talking about? You don't want to take this stuff. This stuff's gross.
Or to charm the pants off of anybody that you come across.
Yeah.
That's true.
Man or
Because
woman.
then you
To give
could
them
take-
to give them more stuff to you. Yeah.
Exactly.
You could take their stuff, and then you'll have
Or not
all
even
of
take
the
their stuff, but talk them into doing things. You know?
Oh yeah.
Put on this backpack.
So-
Carry stuff for me.
It's all about that speech check. Okay, so intelligence, rolling next.
Yeah.
I went with a 4. You want to have a strong intelligence because, again, I love hacking. I love that you brought that up. Hacking is one of my favorite things. And when you learn how to play the actual hacking game,
Yeah.
right? Not just choosing words at
Absolutely.
random,
Yeah.
but learning how to read that code.
I played it for a little bit, and he was with me, and he goes, "Here, Eric taught me this one trick," and he showed me one of the things that you know about it, and I was like, "This is cool," and I only know one thing about it. It's kind of fun, you know.
Yeah. Once you learn how to play the hacking game, it makes it just beautiful.
It's a good puzzle game.
Yeah.
This is so good.
So we're gonna go with 4 in intelligence on that.
Hell yeah.
Agility, we're gonna go with a 2 because eventually I'll find that Chinese sneaking suit and I'll be able to ninja my way around the map.
See, he's really thinking
Okay.
about all the stuff in the environment. I like that.
I always think
Very
about my stuff.
perceptive.
Yes.
I like it.
That's one of the special.
And then luck, I
attributes.
kept it a 2 because you never know. You know,
Yeah.
stuff could happen. I don't think luck necessarily has to be high when you can talk your way out of any situation.
Yeah. See, I think you had that same mentality as me. Just be able to.
That's smart. Yeah, I
Sway.
like that a lot. Now, I don't mean to backtrack here. I'm going back and looking. John, would you mind reading through your list one more time for me? Because I think I might have written yours down wrong. Because now that I'm looking at your list, it doesn't actually say agility.
That's awkward.
Yeah, this is
I have
awful.
no agility. No, I have no agility. Then.
So you have no
That's on
agility.
me. So someone tries
That's
to like
what makes John so special.
when someone tries to swing at me, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I just get knocked
That-
out.
But if
That's
he's
pretty
lucky enough,
accurate.
they
If I'm
swing
lucky-
out of the way.
Yeah. Maybe I could use that.
It's like
There
the
you go.
drunken
So,
master.
I just
of
wanted
the
to make
Fallout.
sure-
Yes, the drunken master.
I want to make sure I put that out there because as I was doing some
No, that's
final
fair.
math here, I was like, "Oh shit, John doesn't have any agility."
You
so-
even called me out, and he didn't even see it. So
I know, and there we go. But hey, I forgot it the first time, but that's why we double check. So,
I like that. I like that. I cannot even. I barely can walk. You know.
and that's how you're gonna have to play out that game. That might be like a fun way to do it. Just like set something to 0 and just see what happens.
Or maybe max
yeah.
out one thing and
Yeah.
just see how things go.
I did that one time, and it didn't work out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what
I think
you
if you're
put?
like-
I think I went full strength.
Well,
Just total.
So you're just a
basically like
a
you know,
retard
I-
carrying stuff.
I basically was a dude bro,
dude
in the
bro.
Sup,
wasteland,
dude?
and
You like
was
stuff?
can't really talk good and stuff or whatever, but I could pick this rock up.
Check out this gun.
I could punch a mutant.
If
know?
your intelligence is low enough, don't you only have like grunts and like oohs and ahs like
No,
for
you
your
know,
speech?
you know language, but you just, you don't know.
You know
things.
how to language.
You know, you
Fa-
can speak well.
Nuclear.
I like to see the next option to go below 0, and so you can really crank something up. But
Just really let it be.
and there would be like negative perks maybe.
like
you
your
can take
charisma is
on.
just at like -2, and it's like you're just the most awkward person
Or
on
you
earth.
try to talk to someone, it just doesn't work. They just,
Then
like-
you're a tunnel snake. Oh, that's a Ginsburg.
Ayo. Pulling the punches. So,
Yeah.
let's get on to perks. Let's do it now. We each drew a number, and this is a big to-do, so I hope everyone still has their fucking numbers.
I've got my number.
Hold on, you wadded it up in a tiny
Let's
ball. Let me just.
pull them out to see who... We're going to pick the draft order now, so I've got 3.
At number dos.
I'm starting.
John
Bam.
gets the first seat,
Good.
which is okay, but I ended up with a pretty sweet spot, because we're going serpentine.
Like a snake.
Like a snake. So, I've got my list here. I've got some picks. I'm ready to draft out. What we're going to do is we're going to pick 5 perks each. Now, for those of you who are uneducated, perks are power-ups that you are allotted throughout the game. Now, typically, which perks you're allowed to pick would be based off of where you loaded out your character in the special, as we just did before. However, because I did ill research ahead of time and I gave us a low number,
Makes the game better too, though.
we're just going to pick from the entire pool of perks in general. Now, the trade-off, instead of having to wait till a certain level or having your special at a certain level to take these perks, is that once somebody takes this perk, no one else can have it. Mm-hmm. Which is why we did the draft rules. Mm-hmm. Serpentine makes that real tough because I'm going to get 2 at once, and Eric will also get 2 at once.
Oh.
Or no, John will get 2 at once because John is the first. So, Eric, you're kind of in a shitty spot, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He,
I came prepared.
I think
Well,
I
I
still
hope you
feel like
did.
whatever the way he's gonna do it,
He's
is
still going to do better
it's
than
gonna
us,
make the
or
most
whatever
sense in the
better
end.
is. Well, because we're going to have it. We're going to have you guys at home vote for the 5 people who are listening to the episode this week. You guys are going to vote on which one of us has the better character loadout. So,
It'll be me again, but it's okay.
if you win again, John, I'm going to be so angry.
And once again, the least prepared.
The least prepared person. So speaking of, let's get it started. John, you've got first round picks. Which perk are you going with first and why?
This one I can relate to, and it stuck out to me. Lead belly, and I kind of picked these again in more in like kind of a general sense as well as kind of how it functions with the game. But so your digestive tract adjusts to the weirdness of the wasteland, and so I would take less radiation from eating or drinking, and I took that as also I'm going to be eating just probably horrible food and rotten meat.
No, that's a
but
great perk
if
to
I
have.
got the lead belly, I could just kind of I don't have to worry about that too much.
No, that's
so.
on my list here because you're right. You get no radiation from eating or drinking, so you can eat a little bit more. You don't have to worry about cooking stuff. That's a great fucking perk, and
Yeah.
I had it on my list, and now I don't anymore. So fuck you.
I can eat Taco Bell now.
What about you, Eric?
I went with.
You were hold on. Before we go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun. I was asking what you thought about lead belly.
I think
And
lead
what-
belly is an excellent perk to have.
Is that one on your list or not?
That was on my list. Now it's not.
Oh, I feel good
But
about
that's
that
okay.
now.
That
okay.
actually was a pretty good pick, but now that I've so rudely stopped you and restarted, you may pick. What is your first round pick?
All right,
What
so my
perk?
first round pick is going to be a special perk. That's from Fallout 3, and that's the power armor training.
Ooh,
you
okay,
get
so
that
I don't
from,
have that. What does that one do?
So you get that from doing a quest with the paladins, and it's the only way you can wear power armor. So
Oh.
sorry, boys, you can't wear power armor now.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That
I like that. That was a very defensive one too. 'Cause
I haven't really thought about that. I didn't really think about. Fuck! I hope none of these have anything to do with power armor. Now I didn't
Well-
really think about that because I don't really use power armor too often in my playthrough.
Yeah.
But that was a great fucking block.
yeah.
Yep,
That was a fucking. See, you're too smart for this.
Cock
that's
blockers.
okay. I'm gonna get you on the. I got.
What do
I
you
got.
mean
I
that's
got-
okay? We're not worried
so,
about you.
So lead belly.
reassure
Lead
us.
belly's great, but I'm coming around the corner.
Okay. See now I'm like nervous
Well,
for some reason.
it's my turn, and I get last pick and first pick here, so that's 2 back to back. So I might really hurt you with these ones. One that I want to make sure I don't get rid of, or that nobody else gets, is Idiot Savant.
Yeah, and I kind of thought about that one. Yeah.
Now, even though my intelligence is pretty high, and that was like the highest attribute I have, Idiot Savant is great because it just randomly gives you experience. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, it'll just randomly give you some experience. And that's
Sure.
something I want on my side. So I want that one for sure. It works better and happens more often when you are of lower intelligence, hence the name Idiot Savant. But that was one I wanted to make sure I get as much experience as possible because I want to be able to level up quickly and fill out the rest of the stuff that I decided was not as important at first. So I'm playing with the long game in mind. I'm thinking ahead. And on that, I am also going to take Aqua Boy
Oh, that one.
because
What does that one do again?
it allows you to breathe underwater, and you take no more radiation from water, like swimming, which is pretty big, depending on where we're playing. I mean, in my mindset, because it's the only one I know, we're playing in 4, which is Boston and Fahaba. There's a lot of water over there.
Fahaba.
So I figure that was something. If I couldn't have Lead Belly, I wanted to have Aqua Boy, because I figure in that same vein, I would technically be. I wouldn't have to boil water because I wouldn't get radiation poison from water, so I could drink it from wherever.
Dang.
Which is a pretty
So
important thing
you
in the
were trying to
wasteland.
make sure you could eat and drink with no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That-
a good. That's
That's good.
like
Core-
honestly,
core
if you didn't
survival.
take Lead Belly, the first two things I would have taken would be Lead Belly and Aqua Boy,
okay. I like that.
because I want to make sure. Like Idiot Savant is good, but it was one that, like, especially now that I said it, I don't think either of you guys really thought about it, maybe. But
Yeah, random XP.
I'm happy with my choice. So Idiot Savant and Aqua Boy. So Eric, back to you.
All right.
What are you picking for this round
This
and
is
why?
where I come up from behind.
See, I
So
don't like
you both went for radiation perks as well, right?
Yeah,
As did I.
Okay.
Again, I'm
thinking
going,
smart.
I'm going back to my hometown, Fallout 3, and I'm going with Rad Tolerance.
Oh.
So Rad Tolerance means no effects from minor radiation poisoning, even though it tells you that you're getting radiation.
So yeah, you're just.
So I can basically, my thought process behind this was if I couldn't get Lead Belly, right? I didn't think much about Aqua Boy because I didn't really think much about swimming because I was looking about long-term survival.
Yeah,
So-
well, swimming was like the base of it, but then I was
Yep.
like, well, it's water, so that's really where my head went.
Which
was
is great.
like drinking
But
the
what
water.
if you go to the glowing sea?
Yeah, but I mean,
You're not going
I'm
to
not really
survive
thinking
much
about that
because there's
perk
no
for-
lakes
yeah.
out there, so
Yeah.
you can't swim. You can eat food, but you're if you get stuck in a rad storm,
fair
you're
enough.
kind of fucked.
We're only
I could get into my power armor and get all cozy for a couple hours, and then I come
We're
out.
only 2 rounds in.
Drinking some coffee.
But
and shit.
here's the thing: eating and drinking, right? That's what I need rad tolerance for. When
Yeah.
I'm not in power armor, right? When I need the low level stuff that I can be prevented from. So that's where rad tolerance comes in. So I've covered both those bases: long term radiation and short term radiation.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I dig it. It makes
I
sense.
did.
I get where your head's at.
I did forget the consistent attribute of radiation.
Yeah,
kind of
radiation is everywhere. That's
I
definitely
touched on a
something.
little bit of it, but
I may have been thinking a little in the moment, but whatever. John, what are you going round 2? What are you picking?
Let's see here. You know, I was just so appealed by it, but the ability to commune with beasts by having Animal Friend.
Ooh, okay.
I'm still kind of thinking of that. Like, I really want to make sure everyone's on my side, not only people but animals, if I could. So I think that's a real broad one. So, like I said, I took this as very, because obviously some of this is specific to gameplay, but I was taking it specific to,
How you would do it?
yeah. So I was like, cool, I can commune with animals, so I could do a lot with that, and I'm charismatic, so I could probably convince a whole pack of dogs or animals to
do
protect
your
me
bidding. Yeah,
or
protect
whatever.
you while you get to go loot and rob.
Exactly. Put
I
little
dig that.
backpacks on them, be adorable.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good pick, John. I could pick. That's very you.
Yeah.
This character very much is you so far, because like you really do have a lead belly. You
Yeah.
eat Taco Bell almost
And
every day.
I talk to animals, but they
And you
don't,
talk to animals
they
all
don't
the time.
understand me though, so it's weird.
So that brings us right back to you, John. What is your third round pick and why?
I went with I think I was really appealed by Cap Collector. It's mastering the dealing, buying, and selling of vendors, etc. So again, I was thinking about that charismatic. I've got my pack of animals with me, and I could sway the vendor to give me the great price, and I could sell him for a lot. So I'd have enough money, and I can use that to bribe people or whatnot. I think I'm gonna start manipulating people around these.
Yeah, Yeah, since
This
it's a very
world.
manipulative
Yeah.
character that you're weaving here.
Weaving indeed.
So devious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you almost have the ability, your character may have the ability to start like an occult within the Fallout universe. You could be like right at the top of the Children of Adam.
Be a really weird cult.
Yeah.
A lot of animals.
Children of Brotherton.
The Children of the Brotherton of Steel.
You will learn to drop eaves.
Well, first lesson to drop eaves. Also talk with Russian accent. It's a little bit of Mexican.
are you from Russia? No.
No,
No.
it's part of cult.
9 is part
next
of.
to bullshit. I mean
Yet.
Malibu.
I grew up in Denver.
I grew up in.
Ain't nothing but potato. I mean Big Mac.
I am from
Big Mac.
Far Harbor.
From Far Harbor.
Far Harbor.
Eric, where are you going next? Third round pick. What's your perk?
I'm going with Swift Learner. So like you, I want that long-term XP gain.
See, I'm not thinking long. I mean, I guess I am, but
Yeah.
that's so beneficial.
You're good because 3 is your game. You've got a different pool that you're picking from here because some of
Yeah.
these are ones I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is Swift Learner? What is the benefit of that?
So Swift Learner gives you a 10% XP boost whenever XP is earned. So basically, you do something. If I pick a lock, instead of getting just the normal, 10 points, I'm going to get plus another 10% on top of that.
11
All
points.
So I just get better and better with the more I do things. And you're going to do things in the wasteland.
You're doing a lot of
you-
stuff.
you got
You're
stuff
gonna
to do.
a lot of things.
You gotta pick the
Things.
locks.
Oh.
You do
the
a
fact
lot of
that I
them.
learned to get better at
Fallout
them every
things.
time.
Yeah. I dig that. That's a
Yeah.
fucking
Yep.
smart pick. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I gotta think on my feet.
You gotta think.
You're making it difficult with the Serpentine boys.
I know, right? Well, that's the thing. We're the hard-hitting question show. That's our catchphrase.
It's never been our catchphrase. You just say it a lot.
Not yet. I just say we only ask the hard-hitting questions.
We say questions and we just call them hard hitting, but they're not.
So back to me. Now, this is where I started kind of deciding who not this next one, but within my next 2 picks, I start kind of figuring out where I want to be. But first, what I want to get is Scrounger. I want to be able to find my I'm looking for stuff all over the place. You know what I mean? Like if I'm on the go, I want to be able to find some ammo, get some things. Let's go. I like to play from far away, so I'm using a lot of guns.
Okay.
So I'm going to need a lot of ammo. I'm not a melee player, so I know I'm going to be going through the stuff. I need to be able to find it all the time.
Now, what was your strength at though?
2.
Okay, so you can only carry so much of this great stuff you're finding though. Think
Yeah,
about
but
that.
bullets don't cost anything.
That's true. Is that right? Oh,
Yeah, there's no weight to
There's
bullets.
no weight to any ammo.
I didn't know that.
So you can have unlimited ammo. So yeah,
Well, you can't have unlimited.
Okay,
ammo,
well,
but you have a limited of ammo, but it doesn't affect your
it doesn't
carry
affect.
weight.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I meant. So that's why I'm going to go with Scrounger.
Excellent. Damn.
To get that ammunition, and it's going to be tough for you guys to find it. So I hope you guys are proficient with melee weapons, because eat a dick.
The wasteland is big. Don't worry.
It is big, but
And I have
Like
lots of,
his dick.
and I,
like my dick. Okay, so
that's something we did at one point in our lives.
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go completely off script here. I'm picking something different, and I think this is something that's just going to fuck you guys, which is why I want to pick it.
Oh, that's kind.
Oh, well, you know what? Eric kind of threw the gauntlet down first, so now I want to kind of punch back.
He started with it. He was very, very of
I'm
the.
going to pick this, and I'm going to explain why I'm picking this. I'm going with Locksmith because that makes in my head, that means that you guys can't. Or you're going to have a really fucking hard time picking locks.
I don't know.
You're
He
gonna
learned
have
pretty quick, so he
a
might.
hard time getting into stuff. I'm going with Locksmith. I don't want you guys to be able to pick any locks.
Okay.
So you guys stay out of my kitchen because locks are my thing.
Well, I'm charismatic. I'll convince you to unlock something for me.
No, I don't think so.
Watch me.
I'm watching you.
I have 12 dogs.
So that's my 4th round pick. Eric, back to you. I saw you look at your phone, so I'm hoping that
Yeah.
Locksmith was one of yours that you took, that I just took from you, and you're like scrambling right now.
I'm not scrambling. Never scramble in the wasteland. You have to always know what you're doing.
They always say don't be like egg and
I definitely
scramble.
shook some walls though, so I'm feeling good about that last pick.
No, actually, I think that's really good. But you inspired me to go off the rails.
Oh, okay.
So bravo to you for that.
Thank you.
So here's where things get a little dark.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with Mr. Sandman.
Oh, what is that?
Ooh, yeah.
So the Mr. Sandman perk means I can instantly kill a sleeping non-player character, so any NPC,
Jesus.
and earn XP
Oh, you get XP from murdering a sleeping
for
person.
murdering a sleeping NPC. They
Whoa.
don't matter. They don't matter. But guess what? That's a free mana pool for me.
Oh, shit.
I'm going deep.
Remember, this guy's like
Going deep.
This is Terry Crews too. He's like,
Yeah. He's picking up all that experience left and right. This guy, you are smart.
so you're setting
You're
yourself up
devious.
to not only survive but to grow super fast
Exponentially.
and then you'll have no limits.
And imagine that along with the Swift Learner. I just get better and
Exactly.
better. I'm the ultimate serial killer.
This is the ultimate ninja.
Jesus, that was your goal? How could I be the ultimate serial killer?
You made me go off script.
Good to see you sitting.
This
on
is
a,
what you get
he
in the
sits on
wasteland.
a throne
This
of
is what
bones
you
and bodies.
Oh my god, that's
terrifying.
That is terrifying. I don't know.
I'd read this comic of all of us. Like, this is what we were.
I don't like what this is turning into. Eric is scaring me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he just...
Is he wearing eyeliner?
Yeah, I am. Skyliner, yeah.
Skyliner.
Yeah. You gotta make sure your eyes pop when you're on the show. John, these are your last two picks. You get your 4th round and your 5th round back to back. So what are your last two perks? Round it out for us.
Okay, so I'm convincing everybody to do what I want. Maybe I got a few people following me.
Yeah,
I
you got
a
some
bunch
animal
got some
buddies.
animals buddies.
You're
I'm eating whatever I want.
eating whatever you want. You're selling shit left and right, getting the best deals.
Part of my entourage at Fahaba
Fahaba.
is I'm a robotics expert, so I got some robots hanging out with me too.
Okay, so that's the perk you picked is robotics expert.
Robotics expert.
All right, I like that.
So now, not only do I have animals and people on my side, I've got a slew of robots. So I got to come down to the kingdom of the murderer over here and see if we can take him down.
Smart things for someone with 1 strength and 0 agility. You are surrounding yourself with animals and robots.
I'm
You're
not
protecting yourself. You know,
I
this
could-
is pretty well
robots
thought
are
out.
Like a futuristic Dr. Doodle.
Yeah. I'm a dumb Dr. Doolittle,
Yeah.
but I'm charismatic. I'm convincing.
He's
I
Dr.
wouldn't
Claw
drink
and
that
Dr.
water, but
Dolittle.
look, I've got giraffes.
Ooh, I like giraffes.
I went to the zoo. My legs are jelly, but the eagles carry me. And then, what's your last pick, John? Let's round it out.
This is where I got kind of dwindled, and I was having struggles picking here. I went with awareness, just knowing of enemies' weaknesses sufficiently.
Shit, that was one I had too.
And then again, that's something I applied to more general. Like I would just kind of know. Again, I'm charismatic. I know maybe what points to hit, or if I do have to get physical, I could tell my dog to, bite his knee or something. He's got a bad knee. That whoever this opposing force is.
All right, I like it.
I'm just trying not to be fucked with. That's all.
Yeah, you want to do your thing. You just want to travel around. Nobody fuck with me.
Yeah,
I'm just
just my mob of animals and robots.
here to buy some medicine for my wonky legs because I got no agility.
Yeah, because I'm probably riding one
Riding
of the
on a
animals.
pack of rabid wolves.
Yeah, there's a collective of them, and I'm laying on top of them.
Yeah, rabid stags.
Rabid stags.
Eric,
That's my album I'm gonna drop. Yep.
how are you gonna round yourself out? Where does it end for you?
Yeah, where are you, villain? Terry
Alright,
Crews killing
so-
sleeping people.
Where-
So I had to do some thinking here in the last little bit here, because you took away. John's over here with fat stacks of caps.
Yeah.
I got madcaps.
You've got lock picking down, right?
Yeah.
So I had to come up with an alternative way to make my way through the
Through the wasteland.
So I'm going with the perk Contract Killer.
Oh.
Okay, so what does that one do, Eric?
So there's a character.
Drop some knowledge.
There's a character in Fallout 3 named Daniel Littlehorn, and he will allow you to sell him ears
Oh.
that you butcher
shit.
from characters. So along with my Mr. Sandman
Yeah, you're
perk,
killing your sleep.
I'm getting my ears, I'm getting my experience, and I've got a money system in place.
All right, hell yeah.
Thank you, Daniel Littlehorn.
It's very dark. God, you and Daniel
I
just
hear
kind of.
cash registers.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
And my
indeed.
victims hear nothing because I've taken their ears.
That is fucked up.
Also,
Dude,
they were sleeping beforehand.
You just went straight supervillain immediately.
Yeah, you went from like okay, this is cool, and you're like, then I'm gonna kill everyone while they're sleeping and take their ears to sell them for
This
money.
is what you made me do. I had to think on my feet, and this is what you do to survive in the wasteland.
You created a monster.
No, it's.
You create a monster.
I'm glad that we did. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it got
So-
weird fast.
Now that I'm looking at my picks, it's kind of like taking a weird turn, because like it just looks like I'm scrounging around a lot, I'm packing a lot of locks, and like I'm swimming around a lot.
You're
I feel
kind
like
of a sketchy fool. Yeah.
I feel like really sketchy. So I'm gonna add one more perk here to kind of round out that sketchy guy.
Oh, you're gonna emphasize.
I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, I'm
Run with the
running,
sketch.
running
Embrace the
full
weird.
force into the
I
weird.
can't run with it because
I'm gonna go with night person. That is
Oh.
that
So
is
you're doing
a
all
perk.
this during the night. I
During
see.
the night. Well, I
Well,
now have
he
+3
gets-
intelligence and perception between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m.
So he's smarter and he's keener at night, but
Yeah.
only at night.
And night vision when sneaking, so look out.
Ooh.
And 30 extra health.
Oh.
So come at me in the dark. You can't see me. Doesn't matter. Super strong. Eat a butt. I'm the freaky weirdo dude popping out of the lake at 12 midnight.
Let's take a step back and realize how weird all three of us are, though, because you're all this at night. You're super scary and sketchy. He's
You're the night butt muncher.
he has
Yeah.
so much strength. He can carry so many ears.
Night
and
man.
I have a mob of
ears.
just weird animals and robots and people just following me, and I'm
You've
like,
obligated
I'm
yourself to so many different
You're
things in
like
the
Stephen
wasteland.
Hawking.
I have a little wheelchair.
Too soon. So these are some pretty good picks. We like to end each draft with a waiver round. So once more around the table, we'll start with our guest. Doesn't matter what order we do it in. Eric, now that everyone's made their picks, are you going to lock it in, or is there any that you want to change last minute?
Ooh.
To remind you, the 5 you have picked are Power Armor Training, Rad Tolerance, Swift Learner, Mr. Sandman, and Contract Killer. Is that where you're going with? You locking it in, or are you going to change one out, and why?
No, I had thought about maybe doing Infiltrator, which allows you to pick a broken lock.
Okay.
But since you're doing all the locksmith, I don't see any. I
It's
don't
not
see
going to work. It
any
doesn't
of
matter
that.
because you can't pick it.
Becomes garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good with what I got locked in. I think I'm pretty much. The only other one that I might have used is Explorer,
Okay.
which gives you instantly knowledge of the entire map.
That is a good one to have right off the bat. That's a good one, actually. I didn't know that existed. I guess I got rid of that for 4.
But I mean, if you're gonna go out and experience the world, you're gonna go out and
Yeah,
experience
you're
the
gonna
world.
find it
Just knowing where
anyways.
places are, you're just a human GPS.
Yeah, that's not
That doesn't
fun.
mean you're gonna make it in the wasteland.
That's true. That's not really a helpful attribute. You just know the places that you could die.
That just makes you an asset for someone else to use.
That's true. Someone like John who's coming through with charisma. Speaking of John, your waiver round, are you locking it in or are you going to change one out?
I'm pondering. Let's see here. I found one that could have fit the build I got going on here.
Well, to remind you of where you're at, we got Lead Belly, Animal Friend, Cap Collector, Robotics Expert, and Awareness.
You know what? I am going to change it up.
Ooh.
I'm going to kill Cap Collector.
Okay.
So I'm going to sacrifice my ability to trade and kind of do well with money. Because I'm just going to go ahead and, with the whole mob mentality, I'm going to get the local leader attribute, or perk, if you will. Because that turns, as a ruler, everyone turns to you. They're able to establish supply lines between work. So basically, I'm taking it as like, well, local leader. So not only are they all following me, but I have this, I'm delegating tasks and I'm building a settlement. And
You
Yeah.
took Dr. Doolittle and you made him the mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor
Mayor Doolittle.
I like
not
it.
bad.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I'm not worried about money. If I have this much influence, I don't think money's gonna be a problem. So
I think I'm going to also change one out real quick because I really intended to pick this one earlier. And you could probably tell by the way I jumped around explaining my pick. Instead of Scrounger, I'm going to go with Fortune Finder. I think I'd rather find caps than ammunition. So I could just buy ammunition.
sure, yeah.
I mean, if I'm traveling around at
And-
night, it might be hard to find some jobs to get some caps. I want to be able to find that shit. You know what I mean?
And as well as whatever else you need to buy. So yeah, that's a little bit more of a.
Yeah, I think that's a little more practical. but still kind of in the same boat of I'm a creepy night guy who's
God,
just
if I
like
saw you
climbing
walking around, I
through
would
bins.
not mess with
Like,
you. Yeah, you have loads of money too.
Stay away from
It's
this
okay,
trash
John.
can.
We just wait for him to go to sleep during the day,
Yeah,
and then I
you
kill
can
him.
Sandman him.
Well, you can't find me because I can breathe underwater, and that's where I'm sleeping, where you guys can't get into.
Oh, you could sleep underwater. Yeah.
I can breathe
I'll
underwater.
just wait for a rad storm in my power armor.
Or
and then
I'll
come
commune-
jack
But if I'm
you up.
underwater, I won't be getting any rad poisoning.
I'll just commune
'Cause
with.
it's already
I'll
radiated.
commune with some gnarly fish to attack you and kill you.
Oh, that's true. You could do that.
Well, he's out.
I'm not out. So that's a great. That was a,
We're down. I kind of like the evil side. We're just gonna hang out. He's gonna murder. He'll be part of my crew.
he's
but-
like the big, strong, doofy one, and you're like the fucking mastermind, evil guy behind it because you're directing
he's
him
got a
to kill
necklace.
people at night.
A necklace of ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sell the left, but I keep the right. It's memento.
What you don't hear me? Huh?
Not in the
You
wasteland.
You don't hear me?
You don't need it. Sell it.
There's no such thing as a trophy in the wasteland.
No, you don't need that.
You don't need it?
I got enough trophies carrying everything out of the building every time I
Fair
stop
enough.
somewhere.
Yeah, he's got loads of stuff.
So I think that was a great draft, Eric. Thank you so much. Are there any perks that you had that you didn't really get to? Things that you think honorable mentions before we
Honorable
finish this
mentions,
out?
I do have a set of honorable mentions that I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah,
great!
please.
A
yeah.
few cut perks that never made it into the final game.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
yes.
They were actually
Um,
deep dives from
Let's
the
let's
codes.
talk, I think I know one of them. Let's talk about it real quick. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to talk about the ones from Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Because I went with I'm gonna just share all the love on my favorite of
Yeah.
the series.
That's fine.
Okay.
Let's start at
Wait,
3.
you like Fallout
But,
3? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Mirrorlurk Ecology. That
Okay.
was supposed to come out with the Point Lookout DLC, and basically that was basically like a Swampland DLC.
That's cool.
It gave you an extra bonus damage to Mirrorlurks.
Okay, that's not bad. And that one never made it into the
Never
game.
made it in. Yeah. There was Gray Matters, which also was supposed to be part of the Point Lookout. 25% less damage from attacks to your head.
Oh wow,
that's good.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
That's a good one,
no
for sure.
headshots. Swing for the Fences gave you a bonus damage with melee weapons.
Nice.
Okay, I think that one's in 4.
Is
or
it?
something,
It
something
kinda rings a
similar.
bell, yeah.
Something very similar to that. I think just being able to
Just higher
power
me-
through.
Yeah,
It may have been
melee
'cause
attack.
you're down there by Fenway, right?
Yeah, Fenway Pack.
And Pahava.
Getting a
So.
chowder.
Chowder.
But
Maki Mak.
one that I
Alright.
really
And your
liked
entourage.
that was in the game from Point Lookout was Superior Defender.
Ooh.
And basically, if you finished a quest line, you got bonus damage, bonus points to damage of all types, and then a damage resistance while standing still.
Huh.
So
I had
if you-
something similar to that here.
If you use that with the Chinese sneaking suit, you basically were like invisible and you couldn't take any damage. So even if they thought they knew where you were or you stood completely still and you went invisible with the Chinese sneaking suit, if you crouched, right, which is still technically standing still,
Yeah.
because you're not moving. I mean, you were like, buff ninja.
Yeah, you were unstoppable. I actually had Rooted was one of the ones I didn't pick that because like the way I normally play, and if we were playing a real game where I would have all of these perks, honestly, but the way I play is like I said, I kind of like to hang back and use long range weapons and kind of like sneak attack, almost like Assassin's Creed style. Like I really like Assassin's Creed. It's another topic for another day.
Oh really?
But well, yeah, I like the idea of like kind of like getting in, getting it done, getting out without being noticed.
Oh yeah.
So I try and cause like as little ruckus as possible when I'm playing in Fallout. It's just a little more fun for me. So I wanted something like Rooted, where because I'm going to be staying pretty still, like just in case they spot me. Maybe I didn't pick the greatest like
He's
place
all-
to hide.
At night, he's in the middle of the road, just
Yeah,
standing
and just
there.
stand there still, and they can't get me. Wait till it stops, and then maybe grab some better coverage or something. That was one I picked. I also had quick hands, like so that I could reload guns pretty quick using VATS, because I use a lot of VATS. It's something I do a lot of. Gung Fu, that one was pretty cool. Nerd Rage.
Nerd Rage is cool, yeah.
Love Nerd Rage.
Yeah.
Nerd Rage is a good one. Penetrator, also a good one. You can attack body parts in VATS, even if they're like behind items.
Oh.
So there's no
Okay.
like blockage or like it doesn't make it less accurate.
Wall
or
hack.
Decrease in accuracy.
Body hack.
Yeah. And then instead of Night Person, I also had solar powered just in case I wanted to take both. So that was just powerful in day
During the
and
day
night.
and at night.
And night. Dayman and Nightman. But on that, I think we've pretty much tapped Fallout for the day. We're going to have you back. I know there's so much more we could talk
keep
about.
going, I'm sure.
This is... I know I say it almost every time we
You
have an
do.
episode, because it happens every time. This is the longest episode we've done so far. So thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
That just shows how much... We only...
Scratch.
Tip of the iceberg
Barely
here.
scratched the surface.
Barely scratched the surface.
Post-apocalyptic surface.
We're going to have you back for that. We're going to have Eric back for a whole bunch of stuff, but those are plugs for another day. Speaking of plugs, everyone's favorite segment.
Giggity.
Eric, do you have anything worth talking about? Is there anywhere that people could check you out? Do you want people to be your friend? Tell us where they could find
Always
you.
want new friends.
We'll be your friends.
Yeah. Let's see. Nothing too big to plug. I'm working on a project that is going to be going live sometime in 2018.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So
You let us know.
Stay tuned. I'll probably plug that in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit better than this mysterious plug.
Yeah.
We will definitely be
No one likes a
dropping-
mysterious plug.
You
No
know
one
what's
likes a
dropping
mysterious plug.
links. So whenever you're ready to release that knowledge to the world, we'll be there behind you, buddy.
All right.
Anything else?
No, come to Portland.
Okay.
Come visit our wonderful land.
Yeah.
And Ian,
But don't
get
live
on
here.
this fucking show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ian.
Ian, come on by.
Grow a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmel.
It'll be funny.
Little bitch. Baby back bitch. No, for real, I really like you and
You're-
respect everything you do.
You're not a
and
bitch. You're
I'm just
really funny.
razzing those berries.
like
John,
it.
do you have anything to talk about before I make myself look like a bigger asshole?
Well, you're a pretty big asshole already.
Fair enough.
You can follow me at Hop Headbanger and like Instagram. A lot of my stuff's there, but just working on all kinds of stuff. But when things are more official, I have stuff to plug too. I got mysterious plugs.
Mysterious plugs.
We're talking about butt plugs, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The
Plenty
most
of those.
mysterious of all the
Yeah.
plugs.
It's like dark and it's got little sprinkles on it and sparkles. It's cool.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's
You
like
got
a
the
fair-
unicorn plug.
I
Nice.
did. I did.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I don't really care for people following me personally, but I'm sure you could figure out and you could try. But you can follow me where I take pictures of toys if you're into that
Ooh,
sort
do
of
it,
thing.
yeah.
At Grizzly Toys, GUHRIZZLY Toys.
It's actually really cool. You
On
should
the
follow 'em.
Instagram. I appreciate that, John. Shameless self-promotion.
Promotions.
Promotions!
Shamelessly.
So
You've
on
been
that,
promoted.
guys, I really appreciate it. Another great week in the books. And remember, if no one else will, we'll be your friends. Hey, everybody. What did you think of today's podcast? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did we not mention something that you think we should have? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then drop us a line at WBYF Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Join the discussion at our Facebook, facebook.com/WBYF Podcast. And for any inquiries about episode ideas, being on the show, fan art, or anything you want us to see personally, send an email to WBYFpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening, and remember, if no one else will, then we'll be your friends.